Hey everybody, welcome back to Game Junction. I'm Mark here with my co-host Brandon.
What's up, guys? Back for another news video.
Yeah, so we're going over a news article from GameSpot about apparently there's a GTA Online on the PCs having some security exploit issues. Issues with the always some kind of breach or some kind of internet security is always a major issue and a major problem because you got people's personal information, potential
Yeah,
credit card information. It can be a major problem if your information gets out there. Then you have a whole headache to deal with credit cards and banks and stuff like that.
especially with a game this big, the amount of people on GTA Online, that would be
Yeah,
an issue.
I mean, there's one way to kill, potentially kill online player base in an online game. It's to have a major security exploit because now people might be afraid to even want to log in. So it
Right?
can definitely
Yeah,
cause issues for Rockstar if they don't fix this relatively fast.
yeah, definitely not a good thing. Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on here and what they've got to say about it.
All right, so this is coming from GameSpot. GTA Online PC is currently compromised with security exploits. So, Grand Theft Auto Online is currently undergoing a security breach caused by exploits affecting the PC version. Rockstar Games focused account Tez Funds 2 tweeted on Friday that the exploits can allow cheaters to remotely add, remove, and modify other people's stats. This potentially could also lead to accounts being permanently corrupted, which can cause a ban or deleted profiles. So right off the bat, already seems like a just from the game aspect a problem.
Yeah, not good. I mean, the amount of money that people sink into this game too, outside just their personal security issues, like
Yeah,
their account and time spent, not good.
yeah. So in a Reddit thread, which has become quite popular during the past few days, obviously, user Papa XN asks people to help in mass reporting the issue to Rockstar support. Many players have been sharing their experiences on Reddit and elsewhere, pointing out that enabling a firewall to play is mandatory. That being
Ooh,
said, it is recommended to avoid playing altogether to avoid any issues, which to me that sounds like
that's
the
serious.
smart thing. To just until it's
Yeah.
fixed, not even bother logging in. That if anything, that alone will get Rockstar's attention when you see a huge dip in the players.
If it's that bad and they're suggesting that, then it's probably pretty bad. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hopefully this doesn't Rockstar can get this fixed relatively quickly.
Seriously.
Yeah. So aside from the in-game cost of compromised accounts, Tez Funds 2 also pointed out that the exploit could let users affect PCs with malware and other excesses. This is thanks to a discovery from Speedier or Spidey Doctor, however you pronounce that name, who developed a firewall tool for Grand Theft Auto 5 called Guardian. While this new exploit doesn't seem to bypass Guardian, there is a chance that inexperienced players could install the firewall incorrectly, allowing access to the exploit by mistake. In the meantime, take a break and or play something else. Speedier recommends. And we've
Spy
got
Doctor.
Spy Doctor. One of those would be great. So then we have the tweet on screen from Tez 2. It's now essential for you to have a firewall rule installed while playing until Rockstar properly addresses the new exploits. Best advice to use that Guardian because I know I'm gonna ruin his username.
Spy Doctor.
Yeah, I guess we'll go
Australians.
Spy Doctor,
All right.
which is also a response within the tweet itself on where you could potentially get this if you know what you're doing and you want to take that risk. Obviously, the safest thing would just be let Rockstar fix the
Rockstar.
issue and then just wait until it's fixed.
Yeah, I'm sure you got some other games to play in the meantime, and this game's 10 years online. You're not going to miss much.
Yeah. So, user Fluffball tweeted a video example of how an account being corrupted looks in game. Basically, you end up being stuck in the clouds indefinitely when trying to join a game, with the camera overlooking the city. Adding to Tez Funds 2's Rockstar is aware of the exploit and has been logging any affected accounts before the exploit started happening. Players that were affected should join Papa Xan's request and explain their situation in the hopes of having their accounts restored once the developer patches up the exploits, but this is yet to be confirmed as part of the future solution. In the meantime, Rockstar opened up a job listing for a cheat software analyst over at LinkedIn on Friday, but it seems more like accidental timing rather than being directly related to the issue. Yeah, kind of makes sense. It probably is more a coincidence of the timing or maybe they knew something was coming and they're like, we should try to like get this fixed now. When you're dealing with like
Yeah.
exploits like this, it's kind of hard to tell. Ideally, they'd be putting as much resources to getting something like this fixed, but it's hard
Yeah.
to tell like how much priority they're going to put on it, how much code do they have to go through to potentially fix something like this. It could take them a few
Right.
days, could take a few weeks. It just depends.
Usually for a major like security patch like this, around a week is like the turnaround time for something like that. Obviously, something this big, I would hope that like that would be their number one priority right now, and you're looking at maybe a 2-3 day patch being implemented.
Yeah, you might see some kind of like
Pretty crazy.
immediate hot fix to hopefully fix something,
Right.
but and realistically with the development, you have to figure out what in the code is wrong. Was there a patch that caused it? What caused the issue, and then how do you fix it? Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to go through for them to try to figure out what it is. So it could take, at the
Right.
very least, a few days just to get a good patch, and then you have to make sure the patches are going to cause any other issues. You have to, once you implement the patch, you got to make sure it's going to work. So there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes into it. So I mean, at the very least, maybe a week or two, you just step back from the game, and hopefully in a week or two, everything should be good to go. Let other people,
Yeah.
or let the developers say, hey, it's good to go, and then you're gonna have those people that are gonna wander in, verify that it's fixed, and then once you get the all green, then everybody kind of go back and join back in on the fun.
I think that even taking that week step back, you'll realize how much better your life is playing other video games outside of GTA Online. So, just saying, take in that experience. Playing a different game that's not from 2010, and essentially the same game on the PS5.
Hey, yo.
All jokes aside, I do hope that they get this fixed pretty quick.
Yeah,
So.
at the very least, because I mean, something like this, I feel like it's definitely going to affect player numbers in the short term. Because I mean, if you all of a sudden you see a tank in like even 10-20% of your player base, that's alarming to a company that makes a lot of money off something like this. So
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
there's a definite incentive for them to fix it. Because if you ignore it, you might see a huge tank in player base numbers. That could be compound on itself, and then that's less money you've got coming in from this online service. So there's a huge incentive to fix this as quickly as possible. Because the longer it goes on, people might drift to other games, and you might permanently lose that if it takes too long to fix something like that.
Right. Yeah, and it wasn't even that long ago that they launched this on like an actual native PS5 and Series X version
Yeah.
game. So
But I guess if there's one benefit to them, I don't know how all the numbers break down. It's only affecting the PC, so obviously if you're still on
right.
console, you don't have this issue. But I mean, I assume they still have a good chunk of their numbers are on PC. Just seems like
Sure.
long
Yeah.
term with a lot of the other stuff you can do with the games that just PC allows you to do, but you can't do on console. It just feels like that's.
Probably. Yeah.
I would
I
feel
can
like
see
it's the
that.
bulk of the numbers, but I just don't have that information to be able to tell for sure. So
I mean, I know somebody that was still playing it on PS3 until 2020.
that's
so,
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
they for sure have their numbers. They know what's going on. They know where all their player base is. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they get this fixed.
yeah.
Sure.
So use a VPN. Protect yourself on the internet. It's very important. Let us know what you think down below. Whether you play online, whether you've dealt with any kind of internet or security breach on your computer. Give us a like. Give us a sub, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.